Oh my God, that's how I feel. My counsel says sometimes you just got to scream. This has been a horrible session. Stressful session. We have been dealing with these bills that have been putting us in just these horrible situations, fracturing relationships. I thought COVID was bad to go through and trying to manage, and it was a lot of stress during that time. But this stuff here, all the stuff going on at the federal level that has matriculated down here is a problem, which is why we asked the administration, what are you doing to prepare for the cuts that's coming? During the budget debate, how are we planning? But those are the calls we're getting. If the federal dollars are going to dry out, what are you going to do, state representative, for us? What are my answers? Where do I have to go? That's what they're asking us to do. So we reached out to say, hey, administration, what are you going to do? How are you planning? What impact is this going to have? And if that wasn't enough, we've been passing bills to take away the power from the executive branch and give it to the legislative branch, which makes it political off the top. And it reminded me of Governor Haslam when he wanted to expand Medicaid, insure Tennessee. And somehow we allowed the legislature to get in it. And it politicized it off the top. And it's still political. You can't even talk about it. There may be a mail piece on me if I vote for that, even though they want it. We got to stop politicizing these things that's hurting people's lives. We have got to be about the business of looking out for our constituents. That's not what I saw this year. I saw a lot of hate-filled bills, a lot of things that because the president said that we got to do it, him putting the fear in them to make, and I'm saying, you the speaker, you can shut this down. You the Speaker of the House of Representatives. You can shut this down, Mr. Speaker, but that's not the choice that they made. They allowed these bills to come through the system. They allowed these bills to pass, as if our history and heritage don't mean a thing. That's how we felt. That was the stress that we were dealing with. And this whole session has been like that. And it really makes me want to just scream. I just had to let it out. And I know you all seen it. You all saw us fighting in these committees. And the thing about it, even though it's your legislation, when the discussion gets tough from our members, you want to shut it down. In committee, shut it down. Get to the floor, shut it down. Because they really don't have answers. They can't defend this stuff. They cannot defend it. So it's easier to just shut it down simply because you can and you have the numbers. That's what we've been experiencing, fighting for citizens in this state. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to quit fighting. We're going to continue to fight. But it's been stressful because we know we can do better if we choose to do better. We know that we can help people in terrible situations if we choose to do it. So we got to have the political courage, the Republican supermajority that is, to do it. And we're going to keep fighting to do it. Keep pushing them. Keep calling them on the carpet. For someone who believes and say that they respect the institution, the committee process. That's where real debate takes place. Until you don't like it, then you shut it down and get mad because I asked you a legitimate question to defend what you're trying to get done. That's what we've been experiencing. That's a problem in this state. And I'm here to say that at some point, the people that send them here is going to feel the impact of these awful policies, that's going to feel the impact of their legislation. And prayerfully, they will do something about it. Because it's going to hurt. And when you're hurting, you're back against the wall, you come out fighting. And I think that's what the constituents are going to do. When they realize just what has been happening here. And at some point, Democrats are going to have to quit saving them. I ain't stopping them on legislation. Let it pass. Anyway. Questions?